Hi, I'm Dr. Roberts. I practice in Altamont Springs, Florida. I've been in there for 2 years, but I've been a chiropractor for the last 5. I kind of got run through the gamut in the first few years of practice. I went into an insurance auto injury practice, saw exactly how I didn't want to practice. The collections were good and everything else, but I could just see I wasn't getting where I wanted to be with patients, with their results, just with how they perceived chiropractic, and even just the philosophies and things. It just wasn't where I wanted it to be. Met another chiropractor that's been in practice for 50 years and fell in love with his practice and his vision and found a place that already fit what I was looking for, and ended up buying it about 2 years ago. Got in there and realized I still knew nothing, even though I thought I was a pretty decent chiropractor at that point and had patients and other people tell me likewise. But when you got somebody else with 50 years experience, you walk in and you're like, oh my goodness. And one of the crazy things was I went from, thinking pretty confident I could do this to now on the business aspect and having a guy that I was basically in his shadow immediately. So then I felt like I jumped right back into the associateship despite owning it. And I knew I needed to find a better way to kind of take ownership and put my own stamp on that practice, and came into AMC, and it has been a game changer, to be honest. One of the big things was, I was just looking for my own identity, which has been one of the craziest things. You don't really think about yourself as a person so much when you're looking at the chiropractic world. And one of the big things for me was, yeah, I'm a chiropractor. Yeah, I managed to be able to buy this practice, but I don't know who I am. And AMC, with the coaching and the systems, I found not only an identity in the practice and be able to mentally take ownership of that, but it's changed the way I approach my relationships in life. And that's one of the beautiful things about AMC. It's not just a system, they coach you in life. So I have better relationships across the board with family, just better time management, just better patient acceptance. We're getting better results, and the referrals are coming in because we're making changes in these people's lives because of the system. And I've never seen management companies that really do it on that level, because it's truly a family. You feel bought in from the very beginning. Everybody from the bottom to the top is very concerned about, who you are as a person and how you're doing, not just on the financial side, but just from a person. How's your lifestyle? How are you handling the stress? How are you feeling emotionally? And that's what builds you as a person, and then in turn turns you into a better chiropractor. And of course, we know with COVID, it's been kind of crazy this year. So, even myself, I was just starting to learn AMC as a system, understand my role, and starting to gain, confidence in myself. And then March hit, and both my CAs walked out, and the other chiro that was working for me is gone for 2 months. So I had to hire a friend to work the front desk who knew nothing, basically taught him check in, check out, and answer the phone, and run a practice for almost 3 months by myself. And almost shut down, because that's a mental task. But the crazy thing was, between the coaching and being able to still be tied in with AMC, really kind of made me examine myself, who I was as a chiropractor, who I wanted to be, and what the results I wanted with my patients. And it really did. It turned around practice, and come June, July, I had 2 of the best months we've had on practice, and I've been able to hire new staff that have really allowed us to grow. We have now a fantastic foundation, and just being able to use these resources to, I don't know, it's been a change of life, really. And I'm excited about the future. In the midst of this, I've been able to purchase a house. I had a baby a month and a half ago, a beautiful girl, and through all of that, I've still been able to stay plugged in and keep my mind on task because of the people in AMC. And that's about it in a nutshell. You're not making a bad decision if you come here, because across the board, they care about you, and they're going to show you the way to succeed and be able to survive, and not just survive, but thrive. And that's my story.